Hello and welcome to Automotive Tales. Today's video is a quick how-to on performing a basic service on an Audi A6 C6 variant. This is a BMA coded 2-litre TDI 16-valve engine, and we're going to be doing oil filter, air filter and cabin filter. Rightio, service time on the Audi. So after moving everything here around so I had enough space to actually swing this monster in, it does fit in my garage and it does fit on the lift. So time to get it up and whip the oil filter out and whip the sun plug off. So I think I already explained the reason I'm going to do a service on this car is we're about to go off on a road trip for a week or just over a week into Europe. So we're probably going to do a couple of thousand miles all in. Not a huge amount, and there's probably plenty of life left in the current service before it hits its kind of like mileage / date service. We never use the full mileage between services. But I thought it'd be good just to refresh the oil, put a new filter in. So we have a new oil filter, new air filter. We've got some oil. I've just realised the cabin filter is still in the house. It's manual. So it's not terrible oil, but it's not the oil I would probably immediately use. Same with the cross-on filters, I'd probably go with something OEM, but this is going to be a quick service to see it through until early winter when it goes in for a proper service with the specialist. So, time to get the filter out. So this is actually, on the Audi, is a cartridge filter. So it's this type, and you see there's a nice little O-ring in there, so I've got to get the cap off, take the cartridge out, hence the blue roll, and put the new one in, put the new seal on the cap, and away we go. So the cap for the oil is buried, it's a bit hard to see, just down there. Unfortunately, I've just brought the car in, so everything is red hot because I did a shopping run this morning as well. But that's a 32mm socket, I think, on the top of there. So a 32mm socket with a half-inch bar extender and a little universal joint, and you can get that out to the top here. That will pop straight off. Voila, that is the oil filter out. So just pop it out of the cap. All looks, it's a bit hard to focus on there, all looks nice and clean. So I think the engine is relatively healthy. We'll have a good look at the oil as well as it comes out. So this seal should exist on the new filter, and this is the one up here we're going to replace. Well, this one doesn't feel too bad, but you can see it gets scarred from coming out and unthreading. If I can get that to zoom, see the little line across it there. So that might not seal very well in the future. Let's get that replaced, and that's the first bit of the job done before we even get the car in the air. Okay, and according to the cap, the torque here is 25 Newton meters. So it's already up to that, nipping it by hand. So that'll ding dang do. Don't over tighten it, don't want to kill that little rubber seal. Okay, time to drain the oil. To drain the oil, you will need to drop the under tray. Now this is held on by a number of flat head screws that will turn between half turn and a full turn to release, and the sump plug should be a 17mm socket or spanner. Right here, we are under the car. I have got the under tray off, so it's mounted on a little clip here, a little clip there, one there that's missing the little metal bit that screws into, got one in the subframe here, another one in the subframe that's the same on the other side, little one back there, and another one again on the other side. So oil looks nice and clean, filter looks clean. Time to go make a cup of tea while that drips empty, and then new washer on him, and plug it all back up. To access the air filter, you need to first undo these two screws that are on the bulkhead, and that releases the top of the airbox, which can then be clipped away from the rest of it. Well, I feel justified for doing the air filter because that looks pretty disgusting. It's definitely ready for change. Still doing its job though, nice and clean on the inside. But yes, pretty grim on the outside. So maybe I'll throw the hoover in there before we put the new filter in and get the new one in and get it all but closed back up again. Dead simple, all nice and hoovered out, and voila, one new filter. Okay, oil is in, car is running just fine. Next job is cabin filters. Now, I thought the cabin filters were under the scuttle here because there's a huge scuttle panel. Turns out they're not, they're actually under the dashboard. So, as you can see, not an awful lot of room in here to get the doors open and work in the footwells. So, I'm going to get into the footwell, and to do that, I'm going to get it out on the driveway because there's just a bit more room. So, car is done in here, it's off the lift, time to pull him out. Right here, just a small operation to do the cabin filters. I know you can do it without taking the glove box out, but it's even more fiddly. You can just about see, if I can get something to point on the camera, this here is where the filters are for the cabin filter coming into the airbox, and basically it's a bit weird, they're stacked one behind the other. So you pull that little panel out, and then you can get at the air filters. So I just pop that off, you can see, there he is. Little cabin filter. That was probably easier to get off than it is to put back on. But yeah, you basically have two that sit inside that, one after the other comes out. And we've put the phone down because I now can't get that to go back in with one hand because Audi. Yeah. Right, glove box back in. That took nearly an hour. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.